Hello and welcome to video from me. This is the first recording on ATS for a long time. It's done on OBS. I took the International 9900i. It's a duty cab. I've got a 450 engine in it. I am running one or two mods on this profile, but I shall tell you about some of them as we go. So let's start up. Right, so a couple of mods I'm running are trailer mods, but they may become more apparent in future videos when I can afford to own my own trailer. Right, so we're running a realistic economy, hard mode economy mod.
Turn left.
Yes, I do take a back loan out to buy truck and customise it a little. We're also running Sissel's Route Advisor, top corner, small mirror mod. Running a engine sound mod by Harman for the International. I think I've got F mod navigation active, but if I haven't, I'll do that in future videos. But yeah, I'm running improved
in 650
mod,
feet,
again,
turn left.
In a workshop. I think I've got SIF's traffic density mod.
Turn left.
Recently been updated for 1.44. And I have one or two more mods in, but I can't think of them offhand because I've had some previous recordings I've tried with OBS and I've been too laggy to publish, so but I worked out what it was. I've changed a setting in Overwolf, knocked traction of replays off and things like that to see how we go. So the publish, which was dedicated to my wife, this one again is dedicated to my wife. Okay, it's the thing, I'm in love with her. I met her online through Tag. Yes, Tag does work sometimes.
Use the left lane ahead.
Certainly worked for me, and as I met her, I chatted to her for a good while.
Use the left exit ahead.
I made the commitment to actually meet in person, which I didn't know. My wife's now, her name's Comfort, the Bayi, Lonsdale, she's using. She's quite an intelligent lady. She holds a BSc second class in chemistry, and she's also got a Bachelor of Arts in Theological and Religious Studies. So at the moment, as well as being pastor, prophetess, she's a healer, and the main job at the moment is she's working in a senior secondary school in Banjul, the Gambia, as a chemistry and mainly general science teacher. So she's just had a birthday last month, and she turned, I'll give her age away here, she's 49, and by the way I'm 47, so there's not a gap there. So as I say, we met on Tagged. She's a chat site, you make friends, I know, but you have to dodge the bad ones on there. You find a good one and one that's equal in lots of ways. We with each other after we chatted for a couple of months, plan was for me to go over the later part of last year, but unfortunately due to my passport not coming back in time due to delays in COVID, then applied for it, but over, so we delayed the meeting till January, and I did propose to the lady online in person before we met in person. She said yes, so we made for me to go over to the Gambia to meet her. Where my wife is not Gambian by birth, she's Nigerian, but don't hold that against us or her. So I went over in January, met her in person.
Keep to the right, and then take the exit on the right.
I did propose to her.
Use the right exit ahead.
Again, in person at the airport with a ring, which she said yes gratefully. So after I'd had a bit of advance
Turn right.
getting there, which I'll tell you about after I tell you about our story here. And so so then when the day after we got there, we went to like the court, which is where they do civil evidence, which is equivalent to registry office in the UK, and we could get married the same week if we wanted to, and which we said yes at the time, because I was only over there for about a month. So we arranged our wedding within a couple of days. We quiet wedding, just me and her and two witnesses, which are legal requirement.
Keep to the right, and then
we
turn right.
Boss, Father Bruno, who was also the headmaster of St. Augustine's Senior Secondary School where she works, and then also there was a fellow pastor, you know, God's Power Thomas Kinney. He was our other witness. That was witness sorted out. My wife could find a hairdresser near the school where she worked who did some hair extensions for her and makeup, and she had her hair extensions done a day before, and then the lady who was very nice came and did her makeup actually at the court where we got married. So she asked for flowers. We get fresh flowers, as not that easy to get in the Gambia. So did manage to find somebody. You take time, we did these overnight, because the time we found him and asked him, he was about to close for the evening, and agreed to see what he had at home, and simple bouquet up for us, which he sent like pictures of loads of different like flowers and that what he had and things like that, and picked some and made our bouquet for us, and we picked it up actually on the day of the wedding. So he went, that was very nice of him. Called Leslie from the Westfield area, mainly does funeral flowers. We'll do wedding things for people, and we managed to pick some. I took an engagement ring for her and a wedding ring over with me. Too big, so the wedding with some shops, and managed to pick up some that looked nice, were very cheap and fitted lovely. That the wedding dress, I had an inkling when I asked her the first time, which was in December when I asked her. She'd in a wedding dress in preparation for this, and she looked stunning. wedding, we discovered she'd left the rings in a handbag, so luckily the court has some spare ones there which you can temporarily borrow, so I didn't do that, so we did that. Obviously signed the registry and that. Then we had to go to another department to, obviously we've got the wedding certificate signed, but we had to go to, both foreigners had to go to Department of Foreign Affairs, which is another building just across from the court. So we went in there, got the form stamped, then we went to court, had some photos, things taken, then we travelled. We did try and go somewhere for a meal with our guests, which were our 2 witnesses and 2 members of the church where she works, 2 very nice young ladies, both single. But so it happened, so the restaurants had food ready, so what we did was went to a supermarket, we bought some like crisps and some snacky things and some ice cream and stuff. We went back to her rooms, enjoyed them, we chatted a bit, I rested a bit more because I must admit I wasn't feeling that well when I first arrived there. I think I've gone the wrong way somehow here, but it doesn't matter, talk to you. And that, so we so that we had obviously wedding night, which unless you're absolutely dense and thick, you know what happens on a wedding night. We covered it up, and then next day, during a couple of days, it was the weekend, and she knew she was off for at least a week for a honeymoon, so had that, and then a friend offered to put us up so she could be nearer her work return, so to his rooms in a different compound, different area, Churchill's Town. Unless you're familiar with Gambia, you won't know where these places are. As I say, we just one another, reasonable time, then that we returned home, our rooms, and just relaxed. Yes, I did do some sightseeing and some shopping, but didn't go too far. Well, one of the excursions that I did like on that trip was went to Fort Palm, which is on Barra, an island which I had to get a ferry from, which we're going over. The ferry broke down, so another ferry had to come and tow us in. So for about a 40-minute trip over, we took 2.5 hours. It was quite enjoyable, because nice day and the sea was fairly calm. And that we had a look round and some pictures and what have you, and about the abolishment of slavery and why the place was built by the British, what have you, which was quite interesting. Learned about that and a bit about Kunta Kinte as well. We home again. Obviously we ate together, slept together. Drinking, well, alcohol isn't that common over there, because it's a Muslim country, but there is a few supermarkets where you can actually buy it quite easily, so they'll share odd bottle of stuff, and just day-to-day living. So what was the journey like over? Well, journey was getting a 6 o'clock flight from Manchester. Obviously set off the day before. turned up, they missed it out, so then I had to so I went on the train to Manchester. Well, I did pay to the airport, but I actually got off. I had to get off at Manchester Piccadilly because, well, I got just past where it was between York and Leeds on that route. I got a text message saying flight had been cancelled and I've been booked onto the next one, which was fair enough. So good. So I spent, well, so I spent 2 nights in there with flights, but I managed to do a bit of negotiation and get one changed. So that was extra expensive. I didn't aim of is having to stay in Premier Inn, just around the corner from Manchester Piccadilly, at about £60 a night plus meals. Ridiculous, I know. So, and then there was £30-something taxi fare on top of that into the airport from there. So thought, checked in okay, got the flight over, fine. Charles de Gaulle Airport, which I'm neutral opinion about really. It's okay if you can understand French and the weird way that they've done the signs, but ask anybody directions, they may send you in the wrong way or send you around a big circle. That's the story for the journey back. So when left Charles de Gaulle, got on the flight then to Banjul, Gambia, which is the only airport there. It's just only small country. It's very on the edge. It's got Senegal to the north and the south of it, because it's like sort of split Senegal. Over there it's West Africa. So the airport, I only had English money on me, so you have to pay airport tax there, which is either $1,000 or $20, whichever. I only had English, so I paid £20. I got a few $100 back. I think I got ripped off, but I got me passport stamp and my visa, because it's visa on entry there, what have you. And yeah, if you go there, you like, or if you're not familiar, you will get hounded by touts and start offering to push your trolleys, get your taxis, and which I did get caught out by that the first time I went a bit, so a fair bit of money away. And then through like arrivals, I hadn't been flesh before, and to be honest with you, I hadn't slept much and a bit dozy. I didn't shower because Premier Inn, I didn't know, nobody told me, I booked in. I thought none of the lights working in the room, only a few, so obviously sweetener. They actually put your room card in the lights and you know, all the lights working, but I didn't know that at the time there. And through those, walked straight past who was supposedly meeting and tapped me on the absolutely beautiful, stunning lady, tapped me on the shoulder, said, "Didn't you recognise your photograph?" Sorry, she had not way with the fair, is he? Because I'm not tired and getting through there. Oh, I'm here, and said, "No, that's fine." So we met, we had a drink and something to eat in the airport. Then we went to the rooms, and obviously I just I don't even remember this. I laid down on one of the what's been used as a sofa, which is like a mattress and against the wall. Just laid down on there. I passed out and I woke up next morning. Apparently I'd been my previous shot and sweaty through the night and have you, but there's nothing wrong. It's just changing weather, being so tired and what have you. So
in 650 feet,
a lot of the events
left.
I've already told you about. So and to come back, well,
Turn left.
I didn't know that airport, if you're on a long haul flight, you have to check in a few 3 to 4 hours before. So I checked the app on the phone, it said check-in was still open, so flight was around about just before 10. Take off when it was, I got to the airport, well, at 8:30, when check-in told me to check in, and yet they hadn't done the final boarding call or anything, so the house. The next day we went to Gambia, the office of the airline, Air France, I'm saying that, and I had to pay extra to get the flight changed, so I get the flight out of there, and me, a bit thick and dense, I admit I am, I never checked the booking what she'd given us. We took it to Charles de Gaulle, which is fine, but it was linked from Charles de Gaulle to Manchester, which meant I would have been in the airport nearly a day. So when I got to Gaulle, I got collared for a COVID test, because at that time you had to have the COVID passports and things, so I had that done. Got back, went to Air France desk and asked if there was anywhere I could get back without costing me too much any quicker, and said yeah, we can change it. Flights,
in 650 feet, turn left.
Like Amsterdam. So I got a flight, then I got the flight from Charles de Gaulle into Amsterdam.
Turn left.
Which wasn't too bad. Amsterdam Schiphol Airport is lovely. The staff and people there are very, very nice.
You have arrived at your destination.
And then I got back into Manchester. A lot later in the day than they originally aimed of, but got into there. So then I just got a train back to the nearest train station to where I live, and then I managed to get the last bus to the place I live and safely, and then that's the first visit there. The second visit I'll save for another video, because I've been again since that one, if you don't know. So that's why you may see in some profiles that I'm running the company on the registration plates are on the driver plates. In honour of my wife. But unfortunately, the circumstances beyond our control why she's not in the UK with me at the moment. It's nothing to do with her or anything she's done. It's to do with our bloody government, to be honest with you. I'm tough on visa things, and we basically applied for a family visa. Sorry, a visitor's visa, got turned down to all she applied for. She wasn't advised to apply for a family one. She was just going to come over for a little bit and then go back to work, finish her contract off, which was fair enough, basically. And then she refused a visa on some daft grounds. We were told we should have applied for a family visa, which you weren't advised to. Now a family visa is about £1,600, and on top of that there's another couple of thousand to pay towards NHS stuff. Couldn't afford to do it, so conclusion was try and live separately if we can, help each other out best we can as man and wife do, and get something. So at the moment I've recently come back from there again. If you didn't know, you didn't watch the last video or anything like that, and then we well, I'm doing a couple of courses to improve my job prospects over there. I'm partway through one, I'll start another one, then I have another one lined up after that, because I do so many courses here while there's funding available. Prospects, and then we're thinking about going together and working abroad, depending on visas and job offers, and if we can actually live on what we're getting wage wise. And then I've got to save up and maybe get the UK visa or tour the world a little bit, because I've never travelled in my life and now I want to travel a bit more. So I want it to give me a lot of inspiration to improve myself, because I was just sat there playing games, watching YouTube videos and stuff, and she's actually given me inspiration and the motivation to actually get off my arse and do something for myself. Like mental health, I was on antidepressants up until I met her, well, in person. I didn't knew with me get some over there. She helped me come off them, and I'm still off them now in the main. I can go back on them, the doctor said that if I need to, but I'll try and stay off them. Yeah, so the woman, and if they are 47, as I said earlier, and life wasn't expecting to meet right what sat down with, because I thought I'd left it too late in life for that, but proves when Cupid strikes his arrow, and things are there, you need the right one. So thank you, my lovely wife, and thank you for watching. Share, like, subscribe to this video, and I will publish another one at some point. Alright then, bye. And I may put a mod list in the video when I do the description for it. Bye all, take care, stay safe out there, bye.